Titus is my oldest son. He's 12 years old, and we call him Titus the Tornado. He has a massive personality, and he entered this world with a bang, and he is larger than life. When Titus was born, his heart stopped during labor and delivery, and that was shocking to us. We didn't know there were any issues. He came out a lot smaller than we anticipated, and it was day to day of, oh no, now he's not gaining weight. Now he's not eating. Now he's dealing with this medical complication. And in about 4 years of life, he became very sick, and we could not find the answers. It wasn't making sense. And that's when we found the umbrella disease of his mitochondrial disease. A mitochondrial disease is very overwhelming for the patient, especially for the parents. There are not answers, there are no cures, there are no medicines. And Titus is unique that he's the only person in the world that we know of with his mutation.
When I first figured out that I'd have to be in a wheelchair, it changed my life. I was playing soccer, I was running around all the time, and it really was sad to figure out that I had to be in a wheelchair, but I thought I wasn't going to be able to do anything fun. Little did I know, my mom found adapted sports and my life completely changed.
I had heard about BlazeSports, and they say they're providing him with his sports chair. So his very first wheelchair was his sports chair. And we go to practice, and he walks in, puts himself in the chair, and is blown away with how cool it is.
Throughout my time at BlazeSports, my growth has been significant. I feel like I've grown as a person, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and my biceps. I've made friends. No, I haven't made friends. I've made family. The coaches are awesome. The staff is awesome. And I have the best director in the world, Miss Dawn.
For Titus and so many others, BlazeSports is more than a program. It's a place where possibilities open and where every young person is seen for everything they can become.
BlazeSports is an adaptive sports organization. We are the legacy organization of the 1996 Paralympics here in Atlanta. Our mission is to provide sports, recreation, and wellness opportunities to those living with physical disabilities.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest misconceptions people have about adaptive sports is that it's not competitive and it's just there to give individuals with disabilities something to do.
There's no participation ribbons or trophies or anything like that. It's not everybody doesn't win. It's these kids are athletes. They just have to use wheelchairs, crutches, whatever the case may be in order to play their sport.
I do enjoy the competition. It feels like I actually get to play the sport and it means something. But when I join the team, I make new friends, and then we all just kind of like become a family. And then over the years, as we play together, the bond gets tighter, closer together.
Behind every athlete is a system of support, and at BlazeSports, that system is intentional. From sports-specific coaching to custom equipment and family travel, it takes more than a court or a track to make adaptive sports possible. Blaze builds the infrastructure and removes the barriers.
While most people could go out and play basketball, for instance, with a pair of tennis shoes and a $20 basketball, adaptive sports requires some very specialized equipment. That's a big challenge for an adaptive athlete, but we're here to help with Blaze. We have an equipment loan program. We'll never turn an athlete or family away for not being able to afford a chair. It's a huge commitment for the family, for the athletes, and it's a very large expense to play adaptive sports, but don't let that stop you.
My very first question was, I don't have a sports wheelchair. I don't even have a day chair. What do I do? And they said, show up. We're going to figure it out. We've got you. I didn't know the game. They come alongside, they teach, they mentor. Blaze comes alongside almost as this fourth wall of the home and provides another layer of stability. And so for us, Blaze is very much as important as his schoolwork and as his chores and responsibilities at home.
Access is only the beginning. For Blaze athletes, progress comes through persistence, weekly practices, long drives, and a level of commitment that rivals any elite program. And through it all, the coaches and teammates become a second family.
As a coach, I see myself as a mentor, and I try to level set with our athletes to let them know that there's a level of respect that needs to be had between us, but I care about them ultimately, and I'm going to be there for them to the end.
I'd say I have a pretty good relationship with all of my coaches. I owe a lot to them, really, for them getting me where I am today, in the sense of I'm more independent as a person now than I was before I met them.
My coaches are truly magnificent. I've gotten to know them so well, them and their families, and they've been with me through some of the hardest times in my life. Like, they even called me when I was in the hospital. They've been awesome.
BlazeSports isn't just about building athletes, it's about building futures. When a young person discovers what they're capable of, it changes how they show up in every part of their life.
I think Blaze pushed me out of that mindset that I always needed people to do things for me or to help me do things, and they pushed me to kind of be my own person, be more independent, and that got me to, I guess, the mindset that I'm in today of thinking that I am independent as a person and I can do things on my own. I can figure things out for myself.
You know, it's not about really what we're doing as an organization. It's about what they're doing. And it's about how people can support them and how people can just come out and watch them and how people can even understand that adaptive sports exist. And we really just want to beckon the Atlanta community of this is an organization that was born and bred in your backyard. And so we'd love to have you come back out and volunteer, donate, but just come and see the power of these athletes. You'll be impressed, I'm sure.
To learn more about how you can support Blaze Sports America, visit blazesports.org.